Hey, what's up you guys? It's Corey, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I will be reacting to RWBY, Volume 8, Chapter 5, Amity. And the description of the episode is, this is it. Their chance to tell the world the truth. Will their message be heard? So, and the thumbnail is Pietro and Maria. So, if you watched the Boopcast for Chapter 4, you saw that at the very end, the thumbnail and stuff had just been announced, revealed, whatever. People were talking about it on Twitter. So my initial reaction to see it, this is not the first time I've seen these things. So we talked a bit about that at the end of that podcast. But I am fucking terrified. I thought that this was going to be an episode of, like, chatting and, like, it's the nighttime, so we're just it's gonna be a chill episode. And, like, I was like, well, Emerald and Cinder are gonna get to Amity eventually, but, like, it's fine. They'll launch Amity soon-ish, but nope. It's now. I'm so fucking scared because, Emerald and Cinder are headed to Amity, and Pietro, Maria, and Penny are there. Now, Penny can't die. Cinder can't take the power from Penny because it kind of would. They're setting up for Penny to get hacked. So that's not going to happen. But I'm really worried for Maria because, she was a former huntress. She's not like Pietro. Like, Pietro was not going to fight. Pietro's a scientist. But Maria might. She's still got the one scythe, even though she uses it as a walking stick. Like, and she's fought Salem's forces before, so, like, I don't know. I'm really scared for Maria. And I'm also so curious if this is going to work, because that's the thing: is will their message be heard? I'm like genuinely unsure which way it's gonna go, because storytelling wise, it makes sense for this to work, and so that way, like, there can be end of season reinforcements showing up or whatever. But there's also the element of the storytelling where keeping the world disconnected makes it so we still have to remain focused in Atlas, so that way we can't, like, connecting the rest of the world back in. It reopens up the world to us and our characters, even if it's just phone calls and stuff like that. Like, so I'm wondering if they aren't going to almost split the difference there, and they're going to successfully launch it, and then it will fail. And so, like, they will, like, send out a message, but then not be able to get a response or something like that because something happens to Amity. I don't know. I'm so fucking scared for this episode. Also, it was announced yesterday as well that after Chapter 7 premieres on December 19th, RWBY will be going on a 6-week hiatus, returning on February 6th with Chapter 8. So, I'm sure lots of people already know about this, but if you don't already know, Chapter 7 will be the mid-season break for quite a bit. I'm very glad that they're taking this time because, COVID fucked everything up, and I'm sure their production was not exactly the smoothest with having to transition to being done at home, not in a studio where they can, like, walk over and talk to each other. I was genuinely surprised when episode 1 came out in November, because I was like, wow, I definitely thought this is going to get pushed back. But I'm glad they're taking the time to, like, A, polish the show as much as they can, and B, not have to crunch at the end like they've always kind of had to do, because it's not good for the animators. It's not moral. It's just, I'm really hoping that the 6-week break will help everybody in the long run. So, yeah. So there's that. Thought I would inform people if they don't already know, even though I'm sure most people know at this point, but hey, maybe you're the one person who didn't. Not everybody's as deeply rooted in the RWBY fandom as I am, so yeah. So, take a deep breath. Okay. Without further ado, let's get into this. Starting the video in 3, 2, 1. Also minimizing this over here again. Also, I forgot to say this episode is also 19 minutes long. So they've been very consistent with their runtimes this volume. God. This is honestly, I'm kind of upset that this episode came out today because I'm having kind of a high anxiety day. And this did not help at all. So it's partly why I'm watching it, because I'm like, can I just get this episode off my plate? So I can, you know, maybe chill the fuck out? So, oh man, I was really just hoping we would see some nice schnee drama this episode, and instead we're getting, you know, scary world-changing events. Oh man, I'm so scared. I'm just, like, I'm running through so many horrible scenarios in my head right now, and it's just not good. I just don't want them to kill anybody, but, like, they're gonna kill people. Okay. Let's do this. Oh, we're already starting here. Are you okay, Pietro?
Dad.
Penny?
This does not seem like a very good idea.
Danger.
There's a
Danger.
difference between a good idea and our best idea. Sadly, we don't have time for much else. We have enough systems up and running to broadcast our message and keep Amity in atmospheric orbit. But our thrusters just aren't capable of reaching our target altitude on their own.
Fortunately, we're sitting
Oh
on
my
a couple
God.
100 tons of thrust.
Maria, you're crazy. I love it.
Broadcasting range, we'll activate stabilizers, reestablish global communications, and boost the message we've recorded out into the rest of the world. After that, we just have to pilot Amity away from all this mess.
But what if no one is able to come and help Atlas? If I stay behind, I could maybe...
Penny, we are
Listen.
not having this conversation again.
Oh,
I'm
Pietro.
your father. I'm telling you that you belong on Amity.
Maria's like, mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Don't you think Penny has had enough people telling her what to do?
Yep, I agree.
Prepare for
But
launch.
Penny's very naive. That's the thing I
Moving us
worry.
into position.
So they're just gonna blast the fucking mine to launch it into the air.
Penny? Amity is requesting launch access now. Oh, yes, it worked!
Okay.
Over.
Now what's about to
I didn't
happen?
have time to install...
God, I'm so scared.
I'd advise you to hang on.
Shit. Fuck, she's here. Hey girl, how you doing?
Where do you think you're going?
Penny, no.
Pietro, what is she gonna do? Not fight her? She's gotta protect you. Neo is here. Here we go. Come on, come on, come on. What are they looking at? That map. Was that of Atlas or was that of all of Remnant? Because I thought it looked like Vale.
It looks like they left you to do all the work. You're
Oh.
too cool to be used.
You do not know what you are talking about.
She's used those are illusions. Or are they? Maria! Oh no.
Get away from her, you bitch!
Oh. Okay, well, we're getting a maiden fight. Emerald, what's the plan?
Machine!
Emerald, you bitch. But she knows now. What do you mean, let's go?
And what do you want?
No. Oh my god. She's actually fighting her. Maria, please stay safe, oh my god. They've only got 3 minutes to broadcast.
Drifting.
Penny, use some maiden powers. She already knows you're the maiden, there's no point hiding it. Oh, she's using her bow again. I always loved Cinder's bow. Where's Emerald? I'm so worried about what the fuck Emerald is doing. Damn it! Wow, Maria, you still got some moves. Yeah. Get shit on, bitch. I'm sorry, Neo, but in this moment I want you to fucking die.
Why are you doing this? Why serve someone like Salem?
I don't serve anyone. And you wouldn't either if you weren't built that way.
That is not... I choose to fight. For people who care about me.
Come on, Penny. No, Penny, you have to let him go. Oh my god, somebody do something. I don't know who does what, but somebody do something.
Cinder!
Oh my god, did she actually get her? It looked like there was one, like... Oh, nope, it was next to her. Oh yeah, get fucked, Neo. Okay, what's her plan? Emerald's about to do something. She's a robot. Yes! Kill her! Kill the bitch!
No, 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 no! I know I can't beat you. But I can fill that thing full of holes before you take me down.
Oh my god. Emerald, you're so fucked.
Get us out of here! Hurry!
Oh, Salem's gonna be so pissed.
Dad!
I'm still scared.
Are you okay?
I felt myself like breathe a sigh of relief,
The
but like
stabilizer was damaged. We've missed our window.
no.
At this rate, we'll likely drift into touching down just north of.
I can fix this.
What?
Our message is only a few minutes long. I can try and hold Amity in place until...
Absolutely not. You're in no condition to do something like this. Even just a
Fuck off.
It is our only option.
I'm sorry, Pietro.
She's right.
You're being a protective dad, but like,
We have to
fuck
remember
off.
the big picture.
I don't care about the big picture. I care about my daughter. I lost you before. And you're asking me to go through that again? No. No. I want the chance to watch you live your life.
That's not an option right now.
But Dad,
We're at war. And she's the maiden.
I am trying to.
Right.
That was cute. Be safe.
Come on, Penny.
Honestly, I was right. They're not going to be able to keep up global communication, but they might be able to long enough to start a broadcast.
Go ahead.
Hi. My name is Ruby Rose. I'm a huntress. And if we've done everything right, then I'm talking to all of Remnant right now. Dr. Polendina can explain more later. But right now, you all need
My
to know that the
kids.
Kingdom of Atlas is under attack. Things are dire, and we need
He's in
help.
Jacques' office.
But please, try not to panic. This isn't some new enemy or invading kingdom. This is a force we've faced before. For centuries. Salem.
Dude.
White
Ilya!
Elysian drones. Even the Grimm themselves
Kira.
have all been controlled and manipulated by her in order to tear down the Huntsman Academies.
Come on.
I know the idea of the maidens and relics seems, well, crazy. But I promise
Shopkeep!
Professor Ludovic Beacon and Headmaster Theodore of Shade can verify all of this.
Glinda!
They might even be able to help organize a way to fight back. But sadly, General Ironwood can no longer be trusted.
It seems Polendina's proxy trick worked.
And that's good news for us. Penny's blades operate on the same principle as Amity and the launch terminal. In order for her to control them all, they need to communicate with one another.
We didn't have time to prepare for Salem. But now you do.
Why is she smiling?
Just because she can't be destroyed doesn't mean she can't be beaten. If she really was unstoppable, she wouldn't have acted with such caution
Look
until
at
now.
Ruby.
She knows we're a threat. So even if Atlas falls, you can't give up.
No, Penny.
Penny, what's going on out there?
I do not know. I hope Amity Tower will help bring us all
Dad.
together, because in the end, that's how we'll win.
No, come back.
Penny, you've done enough, sweetheart. Get back inside. We can ride out on Amity together.
I have to go. The bolt. No. Dad.
Penny, what is happening? Please, baby, say something.
I love you.
Penny! Penny.
Global comms just went back down.
And Penny isn't responding. What did you do?
Exactly what you asked. It's possible Penny's systems are merely rebooting. As for the tower, well, perhaps Pietro isn't the genius you thought.
We're not waiting. You're going to find her. Winter.
Sir?
Until Penny either responds or is standing in front of that vault, we cannot assume her status. Take the Aesops. I want constant updates. Get him back to his cell.
With pleasure.
That was the broadcast. Why did we lose signal?
There's another one. I think it's just up ahead.
What is this?
It's the pool
Grim.
of Grim.
A river of Grim. Heading straight for the kingdom.
I did not talk nearly enough during that, but I was so fucking stressed. Okay, did anybody talk? I don't think so. Oh, Neptune talked. He was the only one. Oh, and Ty did. But, yeah. I'm so glad no one died. God, the concept art this season is just gorgeous. I just want all of it. I just want all of it for, like, my computer backgrounds. I'm so glad no one died. Like, I'm so fucking glad no one died. I was so fucking scared the whole time, and I was like, Maria's dead. She's gonna die. Cinder's so fucked. They can't hide this from Salem. But Salem was pleased about the broadcast, and I hate that. Also, I'm just gonna say this. I talked about this on the Boopcast like 2 weeks ago about how, like, actually, I don't know, it might have even been for chapter 3, I don't know, but like, that, like, Vale is going to be hard for us to go back to because a lot of the people who voiced professors at Beacon are no longer on good terms with RT. And so I have theorized for quite a while that they would kill Glinda off screen, but she's still alive. God, I would love to know what Glinda's thinking, because, like, they're just, the whole world knows now. Obviously, also, Professor, or Headmaster Dorothea, will be able to help. Mistral can't, unfortunately. They're a little, I mean, like, most of their huntsmen were slaughtered by Tyrion and Hazel. Or was it just Hazel? I don't know. Most of Mistral's huntsmen are dead, and their headmaster's dead, so Vacuo and Vale are basically the two big places that can set up resistance. Not to mention, Salem has no reason to go back to Mistral now. She's got the lamp, you know. Whereas the other kingdoms, she does have reason. I hate that this was also part of Ironwood's plan. I didn't even think that, like, Ironwood would have any reason to want this to happen. And he did. Because it gave him his opportunity to hack Penny or something. I'm just also really confused. The last we saw, Watts was in his... They brought Watts back to his cell. And now he's back working again. And it's still the nighttime, so I'm like, why did they bring him back to his cell? Unless that Robin and Crow scene took place after this event. Which I don't think so. Emerald is just so hopeless. I mean, she's not hopeless. I have hopes that she can escape out from under Cinder's, abuse. Like, there's no other way to put it. Like, they are in an abusive relationship, but she was ready to die to protect Cinder, and that's just so sad. So Maria can hold her own as an old lady still. Like, that's the thing I was most surprised about, where I was like, this little old lady who's, like, hobbling around was like, woo, yeah! Like, she was dodging, and Neo's very fast. Like, she's a very quick fighter. And so, like, for Maria to keep up with Neo, like, that's kind of impressive. But I did like the Penny fight in this episode, because we talked about in episode 3, we didn't really like the Penny fight because it felt like she was, like, underutilizing her skills. Whereas in this, I was like, I enjoyed how Penny was choreographed in this episode, and the way she used the strings on her blades to, you know, like, give herself momentum in a different direction, and the way she combined her weapons and her maiden powers to try to, you know, keep the platform afloat. I hate that she's already hacked, but they don't know where she is, but that doesn't do a lot of help. Also, Winter is now hunting Penny, along with the Aesops. Watts has a scroll now, even though it's broken, but he's Watts. Ruby's message. I'm glad that they had Ruby tell the message. Oh my god, Ty. I didn't even think about Ty. Oh, can you just imagine how relieved he'd be to see Ruby again? Like, he hasn't seen her since... Oh my god, I'm actually getting emotional thinking about this. He hasn't seen her since Volume 3. Oh god, wow, I'm really emotional about this for some reason. And, like, he knows she's safe. God, and then for her to be taken away again, that's gotta be just so hard for him. Oh my god, I was not expecting that this would be the thing to get me all emotional. Oh my god. I just love Ty so much. He's such a good dad. And he's lost so much too. I think that's why, where it's like he got to know she was okay. But we got to see Ilya, and Gira was calling her. So, like, you know, Gira's like, Brotherhood, we're going to Atlas. So I have a lot of hope that they can show up. I just don't know if they can show up in time is the problem, because they've got like this volume is supposed to take place over 2 days, and we're already almost 24 hours down on volume time. So I don't know if they can get there in time. That's why, like, whenever we thought about the launching of Amity, I just always never knew would calling for backup even help. And also, what kind of traps has Salem laid in place to keep Atlas isolated in case something like this happened? But Sun and Neptune, we saw them in Vacuo. I mean, that was, interesting. We saw lots of there was lots of cuts to people in Atlas still. I also like that RWBY talked about how, like, you can trust Glinda Goodwitch in Headmaster Dorothea, but you can't trust Ironwood. Ironwood has turned his back on Remnant. Oh, we saw Saffron in them. Oh, and we the first shot was the Mistral train station. Adrian's so happy to see RWBY. That's so cute. Oh, and then Whitley in the study. I don't know why they were cutting back to Atlas so much, because Atlas already received this information at the end of the last volume. Or at least I think they received most of it. So, like, they were cutting back to Atlas so often that I was like, they know this already. Why are we back here? That was everything in there, besides obviously cutting to the RWBY girls by Nora's side. Or the RWBY girls by Nora's side. God, poor Nora. Fuck, I have no idea I have truly no idea what happens from here. Like, truly, I don't. I mean, so there's also, I haven't even talked about the River of Grimm. I thought something was, like, there was some sort of ancient Grimm breaking out of the ice, like back at Beacon with Kevin. But this is instead, it's entire pools of Grimm. And Kaylee and I brought up this idea during chapter 1 with the idea of that in the old world, obviously the seat of there was the fountain of the god of light, and there was the fountain of the god of darkness. And we kind of theorized, like, what if Atlas used to, the location now known as Atlas used to be where the god of creation existed. But what if it was actually the god of darkness? If that was why he used to be here, and, like, she's revealing his big lake that used to be here. I don't actually really think that is the case, because why wouldn't that be Salem's realm? Like, why wouldn't Salem be headquartered in that place? But it's terrifying to think about then, like, why is there this, like, underground pool of Grimm? Is she doing it somehow? Was it just dormant underneath there? Because, like, what we know of Atlas is Atlas was always, or rather, I guess, Mantle, or what's the name of the continent? Is this Solitas? I think this is Solitas. Was hard for settlers to get good, like, to establish the ability to live there, because it was so, like, I mean, the weather made it difficult, and then it was also just, like, the Grimm that survived in that environment were very strong. So I wonder if there's, like, some sort of Grimm something or other keeping everything in place. I don't know. That's kind of, like, that's my crack theory of the week. Overall, this episode, not as bad as I thought, but still pretty bad. I mean, it was amazing. It was great. I loved it. I want to watch it again, but nobody died. But Penny's already hacked. So, also, I did I say this already, that my theory, what I said at the start of the episode, it did kind of end up being true, where they were just going to get up to a high enough altitude to send their message, and then they would have enough time to send their message but not get any sort of reply back. Like I said, it makes the most storytelling sense to do. So I was right about one thing, wrong about another. But yeah, so I'll stop rambling about that now because I do a podcast about this, which I guess, if you don't already know, my friend Shinoob and I, we do a podcast together called The Boopcast, where every Friday we discuss the most recent episode of RWBY, live over on her Twitch channel. Not having on a guest for Chapter 5, but we are for Chapter 6, which by the time you're seeing this, that will be this coming Friday. We are going to be discussing this episode. The episode, we usually talk for quite a long time. I mean, just about episode 4, we talked for 2.5 hours, and I feel like we'll have a decent bit to say about this as well. So, yeah. So if you would like to check that out, I have a link down below to the Boopcast official Twitch account, or Twitter account rather, where we will tweet out when we go live, as well as any sort of schedule changes. If anything has to happen, we'll announce our guests there as well. But yeah, and I also have Shinoob's Twitch channel linked down below, which is where we live stream it. We are not posting those on YouTube at the moment. We will upload them after the volume. She's supposed to be uploading like little clips onto YouTube to get people to go watch those episodes. She hasn't been, so I'm gonna stop. Like, if that exists, I will link up to it in the cards, but if not, I will try to. If you are watching this after the RWBY season is already over, I will try to link to the podcast, the full podcast on her YouTube channel in the card section below. Or below? Above. It's right up there. But yeah, I also, in the cards, I will try to post my last reaction, and then my next reaction, if that's out. And as well as I have the link to the playlist, and I think that's it. I think those are the only things I usually put in the cards for these. I also live stream over on Twitch. I stream 3 to 4 days a week right now. Currently I'm streaming Dead by Daylight and Phasmophobia with the usual Tuesday crew. I'm also streaming Kingdom Hearts. We are going to be starting 3 this week when you see this. I've been streaming Persona 5 Royal. Probably during the RWBY off season, I'll be starting up Halo with Shinoob to replace the Boopcast. I feel like I streamed something else, but I don't remember. I don't know. Check out my Twitch if you're interested. I also have a Twitter account. Follow me there if you would like. I don't retweet anything or like anything RWBY related that doesn't include hashtag RWBY, hashtag RWBY8, or hashtag RWBY8 spoilers. Has to have at least one of those 3. Especially if it's spoilers, I will make sure it has the spoiler tag. So if you follow me on Twitter but aren't able to watch the episode right away, like I'm not, the episode's been out for almost 12 hours at this point. But yeah, you can mute those hashtags and you will see nothing RWBY related from me. Do I have anything else I need to promote? I don't think so. Oh, I have a Discord. I always forget about my Discord. Check the description down below. I have links. They're cool. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you thought about the episode and how it went and your expectations for how it was going to go and how it didn't. And yeah, leave a like if you liked the video. Comment if you would like to. And yeah, subscribe. I was like, I'm missing one. What's the other one? Subscribe to be notified when my videos go out on YouTube. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next week for Chapter 6. Alright, bye everybody.